Starting your online agency or a freelance business in 2024 can be really overwhelming. You're probably thinking, or you're already doing, cold outreach, DMing dozens of people per day, scraping that list of numbers and calling them every day, chasing leads and being rejected. Or maybe you somehow got a person from the cold first approach to the sales call, but it actually, again, led to nowhere. And now you're questioning, is that even worth it? Because if it is this hard, then I don't want to be doing that for the rest of my life. And you actually don't have to do it that way. You don't need to do cold outreach, and you don't have to have endless sales calls. The truth is, the simplest and the most effective way to get clients in 2024 is through creating content. Now here's the best part. You don't need to have a big following, you don't have to go viral, you don't even have to have a huge experience. You just have to know what type of content you need to create, and in a matter of days, you could be closing clients, closing deals from a brand new Instagram account. Today I'm going to show you how you can get your first online clients using proven formula for content creation, even if you're just starting out and you're a complete beginner here. Now let's talk about why most beginners struggle to land clients. They're told to do cold DMs, or to make dozens of sales calls per week. But here's the reality. Every person who tells you that has done it in 2016 and he's selling his course now. It just doesn't work that effectively anymore. And especially with all the AI automations that are arising right now. So on top of that, the cold outreach feels pushy. It's desperate when you're just a beginner, and people ignore it because they don't know who you are, they don't trust you, and you're still not skilled enough to pull it out. Now, when it comes to the sales calls, most potential clients don't even want to get on a call. They're just tired of being sold to. And times are changing. People like to do everything via messages. When I first started, I spent hours crafting cold messages, hoping somebody would reply. And even when I did book sales calls, I rarely closed the deal. And why? Because I hadn't built any trust before. I wasn't positioning myself as an expert. And I was just another freelancer who was trying to sell. And that's when I realized the real solution wasn't in chasing clients. The real solution was to create content that attracts clients to me. Now here's the thing, clients don't hire you because you sent a convincing DM. They hire you because they trust you. And the fastest way to build trust in today's online world is through content. Now, content shows that you are an expert. It shows that you're a real person and not some bot or some scammer out there. It solves problems for your audience and it educates them on your system. Content also attracts the exact clients that you want to work with without you ever have to chase them. And the best part is you don't need to be famous. You don't need to go viral. You don't have to have thousands of followers in order to pull this up. With just a small audience, you can actually make consistent money if your content speaks directly to your ideal clients. For example, I've seen people with less than 300 followers closing deals worth $1,000, $2,000 because their content resonated with their audience. Now, if you're thinking, yeah, but where do I start? Don't worry, I've created a free resource that breaks down the exact type of content you need to create to get clients with as low as 50 followers. Now, I know because I've already done it with 50 followers with my agency profile. I was able to close clients for high ticket service. You can find a link down in the description. Now let's break down the stages client goes through when he sees your content. It can all be broken down into 3 stages, going from a stranger to a follower to a client. Now I love to call that the 1% funnel because we attract only 1% buyers. That's the whole idea with having a small audience and being able to sell to them. Now, the first step is to attract followers who are your potential clients. Then we are going to build trust by posting content and addressing their pain points, desires, objections, and all that stuff together. And the last step is converting them into a paying client through DMs or through sales calls if you choose to go that route. But everything starts with the right type of content. Now, most beginners get stuck here, and let me simplify it for you as much as I can. The biggest hack I use when thinking about the ideas for my content is this. You either sell by telling, which is sales calls, or you sell by showing, which is creating content. Meaning the goal is to transform your sales call into content pieces. So that means objection handling, client results, education on your system, call to actions, and all the things that you would be doing on a sales call. What I've seen that works the best are short 6-second reels with captions and stories. When we talk about the themes, there are 3 types of content themes that you should be focusing on. First one is educational content. You need to teach something valuable that solves a problem that your ideal client has. For example, if you're a social media manager, the post could be 3 mistakes small businesses make on Instagram. right? The second thing is storytelling content. You need to share your journey, your wins, how you helped others, your client results, client testimonials, wherever you can tell some sort of a story that's related to other people, that's related to your thing, is going to build much more genuine connection to people than if you're just saying, hey, I do this, I do this, I do that. And the last type of content that you could be running is call to action content. Now, this is a direct invite to your audience to work with you. For example, are you struggling to grow your brand on Instagram? DM me growth and let's have a chat. Now, here is where you can use each and every one of them. First place where you can use it is at the beginning stage of getting followers. Here you use a short 6 seconds call to action reels. Now the key here is to put it as a profile visit ad on a budget of around $5 to $10 per day. Now, I know you were thinking it's really expensive, but hear me out here. You don't have to run those ads every day. When you're just starting out, you could just run them for 4 days, for example. Collect yourself idea followers, which then you can nurture. Now, the second place where you're using your content is in nurturing phase, where we mix stories and organic reels. Now, when it comes to stories, you can literally have call to actions every single day. You can post a helpful tip, educational content, you can solve some of their problems, you can show the results, and then follow up with the call to action in your stories. That can be something like hand raiser, right? It can be like DM me a word and then let's have a chat, whatever, wherever you are calling them to do a specific action, which in this case is to DM you and for you to start a conversation. This is unbelievably powerful strategy that I've seen new brands utilize. All brands, bigger brands already, who see this as something that they can get them to connect more to their followers. Talking about organic reels, I tend to keep them educational and in storytelling style, but most of all educational. The main goal of those profile visit 6-second ads is to get ideal clients as followers. Now, the main goal of stories is to get followers to message you, and the main goal of organic reels is to nurture followers that you got from the profile visit 6-second reels and to make them believe that your system is the only solution that they need. This is how you sell with your content. Now, the key is consistency. You should be posting at least once per day. And if you're not sure what type of post to create and how to even create them, I made that easy for you. My free resource gives you the exact formula for writing content that attracts and converts clients. It even includes examples so you can get started. Now, you might be wondering, can I really do this if I have no experience? And the answer is absolutely yes. And let me explain why. You don't need to be an expert. You can share what you already know. You don't need to be 100 steps ahead of your clients. You just need to be one step ahead in order to provide some value. You don't need thousands of followers. As I said, even with a small, engaged audience, it's enough to land clients. You just need to focus on attracting the right people and not everybody. And you don't need the fancy tools or editing skills. Your phone camera and your voice is good enough. In fact, you can even run faceless videos. That also works. You can use stock footage with the right messaging, the right call to actions and all that stuff together, and it's going to work the same way. I have beginners with no prior experience land their first clients within weeks with creating this type of content and the brand, and they all started with the same formula I'm sharing with you in the free resource below. So how can you get started with creating content today? You can start in 4 simple steps. First one is picking your niche. Who do you want to help? What problem can you help them solve? Second thing is brainstorm content ideas. Think about the common questions, the struggles your ideal client faces. Each one of those is a content idea. Then post your first piece of content. Just start. I don't care if it's bad. It doesn't really matter. Don't overthink it. It's not really that important. The important thing is that you start creating it. You can share a tip, tell a story, solve a problem. Keep it simple, but just start with something. And the last step is be consistent. Post regularly, because people, when they see repetition, they see that you are an actual person, that there is somebody behind the brand. There is a person posting. So that will increase the trust in your brand and in your system. So if you're ready to stop chasing clients and start attracting them, it's time to focus on the content. The hardest part is getting started, but I made that really simple for you. You can download my free resource to learn the formula for creating content that works. It's completely free and it's designed to help beginners like you to start building a brand that attracts paying clients. This is the only goal that we need to have with our brand, to make content, to make sales, and that's it. And in 2024 and beyond, the content is going to be the first step to build trust, then to grow your audience, and then to make consistent money online with the clients, because trust is going to be converted through content. So don't wait and start posting as soon as you can.